Okay, here we go. So this is special rights, the more advanced version. So we're going to be working with the formulas and not with the shortcuts this time, just so you can see how it works. If it makes sense to you and you can use the shortcut and you get the answer, perfect, do that. All right, so here, this is the hypotenuse. We want the leg. So hypotenuse equals leg times square root of 2. Yeah, no, that's the wrong formula. We have the hypotenuse already. So it's leg equals hypotenuse times square root of 2 over 2. So your leg, let's just call it x, equals hypotenuse is 15. So 15 square root of 2 over 2. Is that what these answers look like? So in the first one, yeah, that's what your answers look like. So this is what your answer is going to be for the leg. Okay, so this time you need the hypotenuse. So it's the other formula. Hype equals leg times square root of 2. So let's do x equals 4 square roots of 2 times square root of 2. What I would suggest first is to plug this in the calculator. Let me show you what it looks like by hand. So x equals 4 square root of 2. So this is what happens. These are like terms, so you multiply these two. 2 times 2 is 4. So it's square root of 4. The square root of 4 is 2. So this is equal to 4 times 2. So that's 8. So this is 8 here. If this step looks complicated to you, you can do this. 4 4 square root of 2 times square root of 2. And it works the same. So do it that way. If you got multiple square roots in there, just do that first. If you get a whole number, go with that whole number. If not, you'll have to reduce, which I'll show you later. If that's 3 square roots of 2 over 2, this one is also 3 square roots of 2 over 2. So remember the legs for these 45, 45, 90 triangles? The legs are the same, so you don't have to do any work for that. The hypotenuse, however, hypotenuse equals leg times square root of 2. So hypotenuse, call x, your leg is 3 square root of 2 over 2, just because that's what you're given, times square root of 2. This one will actually work well if you put it in the calculator. So these are like terms, they go together. So x equals 3 square root of 4 divided by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So that's going to be 3 times 2 divided by 2. 2's reduce. You get 3 is your answer here. So 3. There is a pattern here if you can figure it out. If you have something like that, you can use the pattern. So those are the 45, 45 triangles. So down here you have the 30, 60, 90 triangles. So let's do formulas. Height equals 2 times short. So hypotenuse, let me see where this one is on your assignment. Yeah, let's call this hypotenuse x equals 2 times the short is 4 square roots of 5. Okay, so the like terms here are this 2 and this 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. And then square root of 5. So x equals 8 square roots of 5. Then to get the, yeah, so right here, 8 square roots of 5. If you know the shortcut, you just double this number. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, for the long, this is where it's a little bit more complicated. Long equals short times square root of 3. So long, let's call it y equals short is 4 square roots of 5 and then times square root of 3. So now these are your like terms. So that's 4, what am I doing? 4 square root of 5 times 3 is 15. You can't reduce 15, so there's your other answer. If you could reduce it, you'd have to. I don't know if these examples I made up are going to have that. Yeah, so there's the other answer, 4 square root of 15. Again, the shortcut still works if you know how the shortcut works, because with the shortcut, you just bring this number down to here, and you multiply by square root of 3. So 5 times 3 is 15, so that's what's happening there. But use the formula if what I said does not make sense, because it's, yeah. Okay, this is the first time we're going to be using this short formula here, the third formula here. So short equals long square root of 3 over 2. We did not use this at all last assignment. Short equals long times square root of 3 over 2. This one's actually not that complicated. Let's call this one y equals 10 is the long, and then square root of 3 over 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, so y equals 5 square roots of 3. That's this right here. Once you know the short, the hype is easy. Hypotenuse equals 2 times short. So x equals 2 times 5 to the 3, 5 root 3. Like terms are 2 and 5, so that becomes 10 square root of 3. So this other one is 10 square roots of 3. All right, last example that I have. This time you have the long and you need the short. So it's the same formula like last time. Short equals long times square root of 3 divided by 2. So short, let's call it y equals 4. Oh, does this one have so many blanks on your answer choices? Oh, no, I picked a number that's going to reduce. Hey, just to make this more similar to what you have on your assignment, I'm going to change this number to 5. Then it'll look more like yours. Okay, so it's going to be 5 times square root of 3 over 2. There's no other way to simplify that, so it's just 5 square roots of 3 over 2 is that. And then for the hypotenuse, oh man, wait. Uh, Okay, yeah, we'll make it work. I was trying to make this one similar to yours, so you have examples to look at, but I'm gonna do my best to make this useful for you. Height equals 2 times short. So height is x, 2, the short is 5 square roots of 3 over 2. So your like terms here are the 2 and the 5. So that's going to be 10 square roots of 3 over 2. Here's the difference between the one that you have and the one that's here. Yours doesn't reduce. Mine does though. So 5 square roots of 3 is the answer. But if you had a number here that didn't reduce, it would be this. All right. So last thing I need to show you, if you weren't paying attention, look at this. This answer here, it says y equals e to the f radical divided by g. So you have e equals, f equals, and then g equals. Okay, so the e is 5, the f is 3, and then the g is 2. Then over here, this one says x equals r s t. And then you have 3 blanks. R equals, S equals, T equals. I wonder how long this video is. I don't think I've made a video this long in a while. I don't know how many opportunities I've had to talk to myself in videos lately. Anyway, R is 5. S is 3. T is 1. Okay. Just be mindful, these examples are meant as companions to your assignment. So if you're looking at this right now and you haven't tried any of the work and you're like, what the heck is all this stuff? That's fine. Just don't worry about it right now. Give the assignment a try and then pull up this video as you're working on the assignment, or pull up this notes page as you're working.